Hey you guys, it's Christi again. Welcome to Chats with Christi. I hope you got your cup today. You get to meet Holly. Holly's Tranquil Kitchen. I've been talking about Holly, teasing you about Holly. Well, Holly's here. So sit down, again, grab a cup. I think Holly might like some tea. I think she's kind of a tea drinker too, maybe. Maybe I'll ask her in just a minute, but whatever works for you, grab a cup and sit down and let's chat. Okay, you guys ready? Meet Holly. Holly, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
So Holly, I have been talking about in a couple of episodes about your Tranquil Kitchen. And I kind of do the whole funny, Kim Falcone, and she's like over the top.
Yeah.
And you're very subdued. You're fun, but you're not like Kim. Y'all are total opposites, I think, of each other. And so I'm really excited to talk and show people kind of some more reveal of your beautiful Tranquil Kitchen. So thank you for doing this with me.
Thanks for having me.
So, okay, let's kind of give the backstory. We had never met.
No.
And you were one.
But I knew who you were.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Your mother's best friend was my fashion professor.
Right.
At Baylor. 100 years ago, not 100 years ago. But yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah. And our kitchen was brown.
Yeah.
It was all brown. And I called her and I said, I'm done with the brown. Who do I need? And she said, call Christi.
Yeah.
She'll make it right. So.
And it worked out great. So you have, I think the house was built in 2007 or 2005?
Yeah, 2008. We moved in
Okay.
2008.
Okay. And so it was what they coined the phrase Texas Tuscan.
Right.
Which was nice for the time, but I think I remember you saying you never loved your kitchen.
Never. Never.
What was your least favorite thing about the kitchen? The island?
That's hard. Probably the floors.
Okay.
Because the floors were brown and they always looked dirty. The tile it never looked clean.
Okay.
And so, but the countertops were brown,
Yep.
the cabinets were brown,
Yep.
the backsplash was brown. Everything was so dark and heavy.
Yeah. One of the things we had to address was the wall between your kitchen and your family room. Because you and Richard were going back and forth with whether or not it was going to come out or not. I mean, who was more pro and what was the marital issue there?
Well, I think we both really wanted it to come down. We wanted to open that space up, but I was thinking, no, there's no way we can't do it. And Richard just said, yeah, let's just take it down.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of it. But
Yeah, and the concern was the load bearing, right? Because it was right in a place in the roof line where there was structure there.
well, and I couldn't see how we would tie in. How would we hold this wall up, and what would it look like? How we would tie both of those spaces in.
And the conversation was, a lot of it was about like, okay, are we going to have an island? Are we going to have a bar? Are we going to have da-da-da? And I love the compromise that we came up with of the columns, the piers of the light cabinets. You have a lot of dishes. You like the blue and white.
Blue and
This was
white,
for
yeah.
you today.
Thank you.
You like the blue and white. I guess everybody now knows that there's nothing in it. Oops. But you love the blue and white, and you have and you and your mother have done estate sales for how long?
I mean, my entire life she's done estate sales and
That's your fun
antique
thing.
stores. That's our thing, yeah.
Didn't you just tell me that while you were waiting to come in here
Yes.
and do this episode, what were you doing?
I was bidding on an online auction for some blue and white.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Some more dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I knew that was one of the things. And of course, I'm a dishaholic too. So that was one of the things I really wanted for you to have more display space and things like that. So the columns that we ended up, the piers. So I will tell everybody, we ended up with those on either side of that cabinet between the kitchen and the family room where the sink is, because we needed the structure there, we needed the support. We were able to add a new engineered beam in the attic to go across, but we did steel posts inside those cabinets. And so those in cabinet, the pier cabinets were built and covered the posts. But I think it added such a beautiful architectural element, and it gave you a break on the flooring, which that was the other thing.
That was another issue.
And the issue was the wood. We did not want to have to replace, because if we started ripping the wood out between those two rooms, we were going to have to go through the whole
house. Yeah.
That's the fun part, not about floors that have been down for 20 years. You can't replace them.
No.
You can't find something to match. So, and they weren't the kind of wood where we could strip them and refinish them and do all the things. So that really gave us a good compromise and a transition. And what do you think about your new floor in the kitchen?
I love the floor in the kitchen.
So pretty.
It's so bright. It does show.
Does it?
It does show some things, but
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, I love it.
Well, so are you one of those shark robot people? Do you have one of those?
I don't have one of those.
Really?
No, I have a dog. I'm afraid it would scare my dog. I don't think she would get along with it.
Lola would not like the
No.
Robbie the robot. Yeah, yeah. My dog ignores ours. So I love the white floor, but that is a thing to think about. If people are going to go lighter and whiter on the floor, they're going to have to be prepared to see things.
You do have to be prepared for that. And I kind of knew that. I mean, you told me that going into it, but I still love it. It's worth it to me. I just run a vacuum over it.
And Corey, you've got the next thing that we dealt with in there that was a big deal was that island.
Oh, the island.
Didn't y'all have a nickname for it? Or maybe that was
No,
me.
if we did, it's not anything we can say out loud.
It was such an odd shape. It was like your kitchen has like this angle in it. And so it fit the angle, and then it was bigger on one end.
Right.
So it was a really hard thing to kind of work around. And you let me do a long sort of rectangular shape that was not really, it was, we lined it up with the cooktop side, the kitchen, I mean the stove side of the kitchen.
Right.
And then I love that you had me put in the offset
Which
bar
I
areas.
was honestly very worried about that. I thought that was going to be weird because I wanted a place for us to sit, but the way that the angles of that room, we couldn't do a straight, like a rectangular island and then have seating at the end. It just wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
And so doing those offset on either side,
How does that work with your family?
I love it. We use it every meal almost.
Wow.
We love it. And of course now our children are all out of our home, and so it's usually my parents and my husband and me, and so we all just have our own stool.
That's cute. That's cute.
I love it. And we can, it's so much better. But I was very worried, this is different.
That's an odd thing, yeah.
It's odd that we're going to be across from each other, but it works so well.
That's great. And then you've got, those two over here are not in the way of, who does most of the cooking? Richard. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
He loves to cook.
And he did
and
have a
I
lot
do
of say.
not.
Well, that's a great team.
I know.
I like to cook, but my husband won't let me.
Well, I'm fine to let him
You're
cook.
fine to let. I am too, for the most part. But David's just so controlling about things. It's like he's like, you're going to make it messy. I don't want to. And he's the one that's obsessed about keeping it clean. So I just let him cook. And you know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
For sure.
Okay, so what do you think Richard's favorite part about the house, the kitchen, is?
The kitchen? Probably, he loves the stove. But
And so we did that. It's a gas and electric,
yes.
which is really cool. I didn't know you could do that.
He wanted the dual fuel. He said that the gas ovens don't bake as well.
Oh.
And so he wanted
Okay.
he wanted the cooktop to be gas, but then the oven to be electric.
Okay, you just taught me something.
I don't know if that's true. That's just what he
What
said.
he thinks. I
That's
love
what
it.
he thinks.
Yeah.
So he loves that, but I think probably his favorite part is the cutout.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That it's completely open and.
But yet it's a division. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that too. You sent me a text one morning that made my millennium. You said, Christi, I just walked into my kitchen and the lights were on, and I thought, what did you say?
I get to live here.
I get to live here.
I still feel that way.
Oh, I love it. That's like the best compliment a designer could ever have. I love that.
No, I never get tired of looking at it. I'm so happy with
I love
it.
that. Okay, so we kind of rearranged some things.
We did.
Which was kind of a problem. It was a little struggle moving the refrigerator from one wall over to beside the stove. We had to really struggle with depth. It kind of messed up our island a little bit. We had to kind of shift things a little bit.
We had to
but
get
do
a
you
second
like it over there?
refrigerator.
Yeah. Oh, and then the refrigerator was messed up. And but do you like the refrigerator there?
I do. The thing that I wanted the most in our kitchen was I wanted a space for the microwave. I didn't want to see my microwave, but I also didn't want one of those real low ones. I wanted one, just a normal size microwave, but I didn't want to see it. And so I wanted a cabinet where I could close it off. And so in order to do that, we had to move the refrigerator so that I could put my cabinet there.
Big appliance cabinet.
So I've got my toaster, my blender, my microwave, my air
All
fryer.
the messy things.
All of them are right there. Yeah.
That's awesome. I have goals to have that one day.
I love it. It's probably my favorite part.
I love that. I love it. Okay, so we go from there. We didn't change the breakfast nook. We just painted and freshened it up.
Right.
But we did change and make a room for Richard, his coffee room.
Yeah.
The desk area.
Yes.
Did you ever use that desk area?
I mean, I think so in 2008.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
but I mean, back then, 2008, everybody had the big computer
And
and
printers.
the desktop and everything, and now we don't. And
Yeah.
so it had become just a dumping ground.
Okay.
Like everybody just dumped their junk there, and we didn't really know what to do with it. And, you know, Richard, we both knew that we needed more storage, and we were talking, you know, let's just make it like a butler's pantry. And it was actually my idea. I'm going to claim it.
It was.
I woke up one morning and I said, Richard, let's make it a coffee bar.
Love it.
And he said, let's do it.
Well, and that worked out because there's plumbing on the opposite wall. So we had
Right.
plumbing in that wall already.
So it really wasn't that hard. I mean,
Well,
wasn't hard for me at all.
hard for me, yeah.
But it did make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and you said that's a favorite room for people when they come and look at the house. They love that room. Is that?
I mean, it's always, you know, people are like, did you build this? I mean, sort of, but no.
It was there.
It was already there. Yeah. We just changed the way it was being used. Yeah. And it's much prettier.
I love it. Okay, so then the other thing that's also another favorite of mine is your pantry situation.
My pantry.
What was it like before?
Well, and this is sad because I raised 3 children
with that pantry.
With a teeny tiny pantry. It was like a pie shape. I mean, it was like a little triangle, and it was tiny. And I just said, this is ludicrous. I don't need this teeny. I don't need a large utility room and a tiny pantry. And the utility room had a folding table in there. I'm never going to sit in a utility room and do laundry.
No, I'm not doing
that. Right. So I said, what if we just knock this whole wall down?
Yeah.
So that was the wall I wanted to knock down.
Nice. You got it.
And I got it.
And it's a great room. And you don't miss having that, you know, that division and all of that in there.
No, not at all.
I think it's a great room. And does Lola like that room?
No.
She doesn't?
No. I tried to put her bowl in there, and she would not. No.
Where's her bowl now?
It's in the breakfast room.
By the breakfast
back
room
door.
Yeah, that's where it was before. She does not like change.
No, she doesn't.
I'm going to have to insert a picture of Lola in here somewhere.
No,
That's my
she
buddy.
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the other things we did is your dining room.
Loved the dining room.
That wallpaper made a huge difference.
And I told you, when I see it, I'll know it.
Yeah, and you did.
And I did, and I saw it, and I knew that I loved it, but I was worried.
Yeah.
Because it is busy.
It is, yeah.
And it's green.
Yeah. And you're blue.
Everything else in my house is blue, but I also love green. But it works.
I love it.
I love it.
And I like that you like that chinoiserie kind of feel too, which again kind of goes with the china and stuff that you like and that I like. And it was just a really neat continuation of the feel, but that crisp, bright. And I love, and I'm laughing at myself every time it seems like I've got these new houses now. It's like Swiss coffee, Benjamin Moore, Swiss coffee, Benjamin Moore. I love that color.
That's the best color ever.
And it goes with your stuff. It went with Kim's stuff. It's going with the stuff. It's not on purpose that I'm putting the same color, but it's such a great color.
But it's not white.
Yep.
But it's not gray. It's just a really good color.
It really is.
And it kind of just goes. It takes on whatever's in the room.
It does, doesn't it? And I was glad too with the Cafe Series colors. Sometimes with appliances, their white is garish.
Right. And theirs isn't.
It's not.
No.
And it was just a nice blend. And I like that you went with the gold accents, which I think is really pretty. And I like the light fixtures that you chose with the gold and the 3 lights over the bar and the bamboo light, kind of have a little bamboo feel in the other room. It's just a real pretty, I think we did well together.
I love it.
So, all right, I'm going to go through, I'm going to put pictures in for people. They probably have already seen them at this point because I'm going to drop them in. But I want to talk just a little bit because we haven't talked about this. We didn't talk about this before, but we just redid your bedroom.
We did.
Tell everybody what we did in there.
Well, we had our bedroom painted a couple of years ago. And I just kept saying it just doesn't feel done. I feel like we're 75% of the way there. And we had a bed that we both were kind of like, but we tried new bedding, we tried moving stuff around, and we were like, we're just not there.
Yeah.
I don't get this sanctuary feeling.
Right.
Like something's wrong.
Right.
And after we did that wallpaper in the dining room, I told Richard, I think I want to put wallpaper on this wall. And we did. I mean.
Did it panic him a little bit?
No.
He did good.
No. It did panic both of us when we first saw it going up because it is busy.
Yeah.
But then when we did, you made us that headboard, which is blue that I love, and it's so soft, but it's large. I mean, it really tones down that wallpaper. And so that was the only change we made.
Yeah.
I mean, we changed out the bed, but we kept all of the rest of the furniture.
You didn't repaint the room.
Didn't repaint. And, got a new bedspread, got some new throw pillows, and the thing that I loved the most was the bed skirt. I wanted a bed skirt so badly.
Yeah.
Because
you have one of those beds.
I have one of those beds, and they're hard to find a bed skirt for. And but you can see under them. You can see all the equipment.
And we just did a headboard.
The pump. Yeah, and we just did the headboard. And so but the wallpaper, I mean, it changed everything.
That's awesome.
And the headboard. I love the headboard.
And y'all sit back against it and
we do every morning.
Yeah.
Every morning we drink coffee in bed.
I love it. Well, thank you for letting me have the opportunity to work with you and get to know you. And I just love you and your family. And it was so funny. You guys have to understand, there's a phrase that I learned from Holly. It's a marital issue.
It's a marital issue.
Yeah. Which basically means the two of us have got to figure this out.
Well, we've built a house and we've done a few remodels, and we have agreed, Richard and I have agreed, that we're not ever going to try and talk each other in or out of anything.
That's smart.
That we're just, and it takes us longer.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
It takes us longer, but that we always agree.
But it's smart.
It is smart. And because with your house, the stakes are too high. I never wanted one of us to walk through the living room and be like, I didn't really want to do that, but I did it for him, or he did that for me. I wanted us to walk through it and think, yeah, we did everything we wanted to do.
Together.
Yeah. And usually we'll come around to the other person's point of view, but it's a marital issue. It's not a you got a design problem issue.
Yeah, I love that. It kind of took me off the hook. Well, thank you for that. Well, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for sharing your home with us.
Oh, well, thank you.
And I look forward to the next project.
Me too.
All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with me and Holly today. I hope you had a good cup, and I hope you got some good ideas. So don't forget to subscribe. Please comment, please like, and please share. Let's get this train going, okay? See you next time.